What's going on, guys? It's Nick here, back with another fantasy football video. Today, we've got another mock draft. Not mock draft Monday, but mock draft Saturday. Because remember, 7 days a week now. 3 mock drafts in a row. This one was inspired by a comment in the private chat. And it's basically, we're in a standard scoring league. What do you do when you get the 4 pick? Because everyone knows it's in some order: Bell, DJ, 1 and 2. For me, it's really just whoever you prefer more. I tend to lean DJ in standard. So you go DJ, Bell, and then Brown. But then what? Do you go with one of Odell and Julio? For me, it's Odell in standard, Julio in PPR. Or do you take McCoy? And what I thought was, well, I've been going Odell. Like, when people ask me that, I say Odell. But someone asked in the comments, like, okay, so would you prefer Odell and Gurley or McCoy and Baldwin? And I said, well, actually, I think I'd prefer McCoy Baldwin, which is what you'd be getting in a 12-team league. We're going to see if it's different in the 10-team league, because that's what was requested for this. But I want to try it out. I want to see if we can still build a good team. And I'm thankful that someone didn't draft McCoy. McCoy doesn't come without his concerns. Yeah, they're not going to use him in the preseason. But we're going to see how our team turns out. And this is really more of a question for standard scoring, which this league is. I don't know if I mentioned that. Just because, like, in PPR, you can find some guys late that are solid in the running back position. And it's nice to get an elite option for a wide receiver. But it's much more important to hit on a running back. And I've heard reports, they're not like huge reports, but there's like rumblings, I guess, that there's the potential that one of or both of McCoy and Tyrod get traded. That, honestly, I don't know what that does to McCoy's value. It depends where he goes, but like, my first thought was, what if he gets traded to the Colts? Then McCoy's a perfectly fine pick at 4. But if he stays, which I'm pretty sure he will, I just don't know at this point. It would stink if Tyrod left, because he needs a mobile any running back wants a mobile quarterback. That just helps him. And I don't see their backup doing all that much to prevent defenses from stacking the box. So I don't know what's going to happen with him, but I think he's the clear-cut pick after Bell and DJ, now that Zeke is suspended. So we got to see what we get at 17. I'm going to take best available running back or wide receiver. You guys know that I posted the video on Thursday. What's the best draft strategy for standard scoring? And it's grabbing as many running backs as you can early, because I'm fine with a lot of the guys late. So if we filter by running back, obviously, like, we take Melvin, Howard, Ajayi. Then I see a drop off to these next guys. Wide receiver, I'd love Michael Thomas. That's probably not going to happen. I'd take T.Y. and Dez at 17. Probably hold off on Baldwin. I really like him, though, but I'd probably hold off on Baldwin. I don't see anyone else there. So we'll sort back to all. Oops. Okay. Michael Thomas would be really nice here. I have him ranked, it's either 6th or 7th for wide receivers. I can't remember how many are ahead, but I have him ranked pretty highly. We're going to get one of those 4 I mentioned, though. Ajayi, Howard, Thomas, Hilton. Okay. Someone took Gurley at 14. Rodgers at 15. What is that? Bunch of nonsense. Jordan Howard. Okay. So we get Jay Ajayi or Michael Thomas. That's who I have it down to. Ajayi's back from the concussion. He's the clear-cut number 1. Love Michael Thomas. What's this say? Yeah, I love Michael Thomas, but it's pretty darn important to wrap up the running, or lock up the running back position. So we're gonna take Ajayi. We're gonna see how this team turns out, and that is also good to think about how our team would have turned out had I taken Michael Thomas. So let's keep that in the back of our minds when we get to this 24 pick and we get to the 37 pick. what would have been better if we had looked back at our other options. I do think, I know Ajayi, oh, he's ranked so closely. I don't really want to pull up the premium rankings here. I'm still working on them. I think tomorrow, so when this goes up, I'm going to try and get all of the running back and wide receiver rankings. Obviously, if I update the premium rankings, that updates the basic rankings because you just get the normal rankings. But if you guys want to download them tonight when you're watching this, I want to have all of them updated as of the 19th. So as of August 19th, a big update of everything. But they're still pretty relatively updated. And I also want to update the flyer list as well. So 4 running back left. Fournette, we've still got Elliott. That's not a bad pick there. But I have Crowell ahead of all of those guys. Wide receiver, we still got Doug, who I see is the clear-cut leader of this group right now. Okay. So it's Doug or Crowell. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Because I like a lot of the running back, or a lot of the wide receivers there. Who are the running backs left? Who am I going to get stuck with? I like those guys too. I think I'm going to take Doug. Oh, that's so close. But I really like Cook. I really like Ingram. I really like Mixon. In the standard league, I just don't think there's that much of a difference. I'm gonna take Doug. I'm gonna take Doug. So now thinking back, okay. So I could have had McCoy and Michael Thomas. I could have had McCoy. Yeah, it would be McCoy, Crowell, Michael Thomas. Or do I want McCoy, Ajayi, Doug Baldwin? If I'd known that, I think I'd prefer McCoy, Crowell, Thomas. I think I'd prefer that. So I guess thinking back, Michael Thomas was the pick. But now we know. And in that video, actually, I did draft Michael Thomas second round. Because I think if you're going to go first 5 rounds, 4 running back, 1 wide receiver, you want it to be in the second round. So maybe, but I still really like Ajayi. As long as, like, if Pouncey stays healthy and Ajayi stays healthy, he's top 5. It's just, will that happen? I don't know. But I didn't do that. I don't know why Crowell is falling so much. But I didn't do that because I'd be fine with Hyde, Mixon, Ingram, and Cook all at this 37 pick. So I wanted to lock up Baldwin. Because I don't think there's a huge gap between those guys and Crowell. I think there is one. I don't think it's a huge gap, though. Wide receivers in this range, because again, we're going to have the turn a little bit. See a lot of guys that are so similar that I should just take a running back. So many of these picks are like the exact same player at the end of the year that let's just keep taking shots at running back. We'll look at tight end. I just saw Matt Ryan, so I'm just assuming there's no quarterbacks. I haven't really been watching. Has he even practiced yet? Is targeting a return to practice next week? Don't draft Jordan Reed. It's just Kelsey Olsen, but I just think Kelsey's upside for touchdowns, like 4th round's perfectly fine in PPR, but I'm looking more of the 5th round for him in standard. So we'll think about that at the 44 pick. We'll think about it. See how the team turns out. But not going there, and I mean, I'll look at quarterback, but it's Breeze. Breeze at that 5th round pick maybe, but there's so many guys that it's not worth it. I'm not drafting Luck either. Way too much risk. Just take someone late. Listen to the rant I had on Friday on quarterbacks to know my thoughts on the quarterback position. Cooks is an interesting pick here in the 4th round, but if Hyde's still there, I feel like I have to go Hyde. I feel like, but did Dalvin Cook get drafted? Yeah, he got drafted 32. Love Dalvin Cook in the 4th round. Hyde or Mixon or Ingram, but I really do like Hyde. I think he's the best back on that team. But do we draft Cooks? Cooks and then maybe get Mixon. Nah, I probably shouldn't have done Cooks. Let's see how our team turns out with Cooks. Because I saw him as the best. He's the best wide receiver. Larry Fitz. Larry Fitz would be my next pick. Then probably Crab, Emmanuel, Adams. And then we get into those guys, you know, I like in the middle rounds. But we can wait on them. Yeah. I think that's a good play. Unless Mixon gets picked. But I'll take Ingram if Mixon does get picked. And even if I don't get either of them, I still had McCoy, Ajayi. I like the team so far. I like it. This means that since I do need a running back with this next pick, we're not going to get Kelsey. He hasn't been drafted yet. We're not going to get him. Kind of wanted to see how my team would turn out. But who are we targeting? Has Ertz hasn't moved too much. He should be moving higher now with Matthews gone. Jimmy Graham. Why is Jimmy Graham so low? He should be ahead of Eifert, ahead of Rudolph, ahead of Walker. Yeah, Jimmy Graham should be going... I would take him ahead of Jordan Reed, straight up, same round. It would just be Gronk, Kelsey, Olsen ahead of him for me. So we'll target Jimmy Graham. 94, what's that, like the 8th round or something? 8th round in a 12-team league. Let's get on running back here. Not cool. Breeze is still there. But if Breeze is there in the 6th, I'll think about it. Mixon's gone. Mixon just went. So we'll take Mark here. I'm starting to warm up to Mark a little bit. He made the predicting a top 5 running back video. And if AP goes down, he's going to be a stud. There's the concern that Kamara takes the Sproles role. But even if he takes the Sproles role, like, Mark's still going to get receptions. He's still going to get touchdowns. He's in a great offense. Great offensive line. Underrated offensive line. So I'm fine with Mark. If Mark gets taken, it'd be Spencer Ware. But at that point, I'd wait till 57. I guess Woodhead or Montgomery. I'd take Montgomery over Woodhead. Yeah, I don't see any other options there. So we'll hope for Mark here. Alright. Let's take Mark Ingram. We don't need a running back with the next pick, but we'll take one. I would absolutely take Larry. But for me, this pick is between Larry, Emmanuel, Allen Robinson. That was another one of my... Allen Robinson got taken. Another one of my thoughts. What if Tyrod goes to the Jags? Because they've already said it's an open competition. Like, Bortles does not have this job. He shouldn't. He's pathetic. But what if Robinson has Tyrod instead of Bortles? I mean, because like anyone, it's Bortles and Brock are just pathetic, you know. So anyone's an upgrade over them. It's interesting, definitely. I know Tyrod had a bad preseason game, and people already messaged me saying, "I told you were wrong on Tyrod." Okay, we've had one preseason game, so we're not even at. It's not even the Calvin Benjamin overreaction from last season, where I think I got 15 to 20 messages at halftime of week 1. Gloating about how right they were about Calvin Benjamin. And then the rest of the year happened. and you didn't exactly hear from them anymore. So don't look at the, what was that, their second preseason game? Don't look at the second preseason game and be like, ah, I knew it. This guy's a stud, or I knew it. This guy's gonna blow. No, it's the week 2 of the preseason. Easy. I don't think we're gonna get Larry. I don't think he's gonna fall to us. So Emmanuel, Tyreek. Maybe he will fall, but who are the running backs? Spencer Ware. I'm not sure. I think I updated just the running back one like yesterday or something. Oh, there he goes. But I moved Ware up a decent amount because he came in as like the featured back, heavily outsnapped Hunt in the first preseason game. And I know it's preseason, you don't overreact, but you do look at snap counts. And Ware was killing him. I mean, Hunt had some special teams working. Once you see that, you're like, ooh. If Hunt's playing special teams in the preseason, like, you don't see Ware out there in special teams. So, just something to keep an eye on. Running backs, it's Woodhead. Powell's not a good standard pick, really. He's not going to get many touchdowns. So, it's Woodhead, Anderson, but I don't really want to go there. Woodhead or Coleman? So we'll bring Woodhead down there. Oh, we can still get Larry? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take Larry. I don't see anyone else. Larry Fitz. Nick Ercolano. We did the podcast with him for this Wednesday's video. So check that out if you haven't already. And he got me on Larry a little bit more than I was. Also doesn't help, or also helps, I guess, that John Brown is not 100%. And as much as the doctors want to say sickle cell is over with, the dude keeps getting these lower body injuries. And that's what happens when you have the sickle cell trait. You get more of these soft tissue injuries in the hamstring. You get got the thigh, is it right now? It's not a good look for him. So Larry's gonna be the guy. Larry's always been the guy. He doesn't get hurt. And I'm comfortable with him, especially as my bench guy. I think that I can kind of play with like Cooks because I want a safe floor guy with Cooks. I feel like we can predict the Cooks weeks. I mean, whenever they're playing slow cornerbacks, because remember I talked about the splits with him. Whenever they're playing a slow cornerback or a team that, I guess a team that can lock down the one, because I don't think Cooks is going to play the one. But I'll look at Pro Football Focus's matchup charts and everything and let you guys know on that. I think we can predict the Cooks games this year, which kind of like if you can predict the Blunt games last season. But if we can predict the Cooks games and we can predict when he's going to go off, then I know the games not to play him, I'll start Larry. I know the games to play him, he's going to go off with all the other studs I have. I think that's good. So let's look at tight end. Jimmy. Can I wait? I can wait till the 8th. I will take him at 77 if Jimmy's still there. So we'll hold off this round. It's kind of the same running back core, so we didn't miss out. Where's okay. I always look down in this range, because some guys are buried that shouldn't be. But Woodhead, we can look at Gore here, but I'm not thrilled about that pick. Coleman, it's Woodhead or Coleman. I would look Duke in PPR a little bit later, but not in standard. And I do see a pretty nice drop off to other guys, so I should lock up one of them. But who would it be? Tevin Coleman or Dan? You gotta go 7th round for Sammy Watkins, really? Like, I know he's got a terrible quarterback, but that seems like a steal. Who are the wide receivers? Just looking. See, this is why you lean running back, because there's still so many guys. But let's take another running back. Let's take Danny. Then I think we can get some other running backs late. We already have Ajayi, McCoy, Mark, and Woodhead. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I think this confirms what I thought in the chat after he said that. So shout out to whoever said it in the chat. I'm moving McCoy up to 4 overall in standard. And I'm going to do a PPR mock draft tomorrow for Sunday's video. It'll be a 12 team. It'll probably be NFL.com because I haven't done one of those yet. I think that's the site I haven't done. But yeah, I mean, the team would have turned out worse if I took Odell. So McCoy's going up to 4 for anyone drafting right now. Because, like, I still look at all these Emmanuel, Crowder, Tyreek, Diggs, Garcon, a little bit off right now. But Willie, Macklin, Decker, Tyrell, Meredith, Britt, Parker, Cobb. I mean, if you want, you can even grab Beasley and PPR, but I don't even see him. Where's Gallman? Galladay. I don't know why I said Gallman. Well, I can't spell, but 207. Yeah, he should be a little higher than that. But, like, I don't understand how these wide receivers are still there. Jimmy Graham got taken. It's unfortunate. But I'm fine with Ertz. I'm fine with Walker. Rudolph. Yeah, I like this range of 4. If that doesn't happen, I'll just wait and take Austin Hooper late. I'm not too concerned about the tight end position in standard. Like, there's so many guys that are like the exact same at the end of the year in standard. Whether they're off by, you know, 5 to 15 points, it's less than a point a week. It's not anything major. So I like Walker. Do I need any positions? I feel like Tyreek's falling. I'll take Tyreek Hill. Yeah. I will take Tyreek. So what's our team for wide receivers? We got Doug, Brandon Cooks, Larry, and Tyreek Hill. Okay. So we're even, right? 1, 2, yeah. We're even 4 and 4, running back and wide receiver. My boy Diggs is still there. The touchdown projection, oh man, touchdown projection isn't high, so I recommend him much more in PPR, but he's being slept on either way. Still some wide receivers here. But let's look at the running back. We should probably take another shot. Let's take Coleman. Yeah, I see a pretty big drop after this, like, range here of Coleman and Blunt, really. Just the 2 in standard. But you guys know I'm not drafting LeGarrette Blunt unless he's there. If he's there in the 10th, maybe. But I don't think he's all that good. So you can have him. Hopefully Coleman doesn't get taken. I really think that's like the last. It's like the last running back that I would prefer. Then we'll look Ertz and maybe in the 10th, maybe a quarterback in the 11th, and then look back to wide receiver after, because we should get another wide receiver. I think we're pretty good on running back with Coleman, Woodhead, Ingram, Ajayi, and McCoy. Oh, make your darn pick. It's the worst when they're there and they don't make the pick. Thank you. Hopefully Ertz will be there. I think he will be. You guys know I like Rudolph. Eifert, I mean, if Eifert plays 16 games, he's going to have, what, 12 touchdowns? Which means in standard scoring, it's going to be top 5. It's just, can he play that long? He's not hurt or anything, is it? Yeah, he's not hurt. I like Ebron, but the dude's always hurt. So, and now with Galladay, maybe Galladay takes some of those touchdowns. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure how they're going to use him. That's why I'm holding off my stance on Tate right now. I don't know what to think of Tate because I don't know what to think of Marvin because I don't know what to think of Galladay. Like, we need more clarity on that situation. It's so murky right now. Like, is Galladay fighting for the 2? Well, I guess the 1. Because you got to think Tate's going to play the slot now that Bolin's gone. So they run 3 wide, so Galladay will be there. But is Galladay pushing Marvin Jones for the 1? I don't know. We need more clarity. So that's why I'm holding off on Tate until we fully understand that situation. But definitely watch the Lions next preseason game, because if this dude keeps going off, like, they're gonna have to play him. It's not like Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones was wide receiver 1 through the first month. Then he got hurt, so that's unfortunate. So we're just gonna wait for Austin Hooper now. And he got hurt. So was it the injury? Was he just really lucky? I don't know. We can take Cousins here. It's between Cousins and Newton, but I like Cousins. 10th round. Can we wait until the 11th? It's a 10-team league, so we can still get Rivers. We can get Dalton, Stafford. So drag them over. But look at some of these positions. Yeah. Let's just take Thomas Rawls here. I don't need Cousins. For all you who don't know, Rawls opened as the featured back and was running with the 1s. As much as I don't think he's like that great, it says something. And just because Lacey's making weight doesn't mean anything. So I'll take Rawls there as my 5th running back. 6th running back. RB6. Oh, Cousins just got taken. So wide receiver. Cobb. Now let's wait. Let's wait and let's look at tight end. Nope. Well, we'll take a quarterback. Mariota, or I just don't even know who to take at this point. It's Mariota or Dak. I'm just gonna go Mariota. I don't know. I need more time to think about that. I haven't even thought about quarterbacks recently. It's not Carr. It's not Stafford. I could have waited longer, but there wasn't anyone I wanted. I bet the smart play there probably is taking Cousins at 97, and then maybe Rawls would have been there at 104. But that's why we do mock drafts. So we're good at quarterback, because again, if you put a team with 2 quarterbacks in the comment section, it gets an F automatically. No one's going to take Hooper. So I have, what, 1 bench spot left? 2. Oh, okay. 2. I need 1 wide receiver and then 1 best available. I feel like I can just take Galladay in like the 14th. Zay Jones isn't a bad pick. But I'd probably take Doxson over him. Yeah, I can just wait. So we'll take the best running back we like, which is probably just Jonathan Williams or Rex Burkhead. Where's Jonathan Williams? Yeah, people are buried in these rankings. Yeah, let's just take Jonathan. Then we'll take... Then we'll take Galladay. And then we'll go to tight end and take Hooper. I think that's how it's gonna work. It's getting up there, but I don't think anyone's gonna take him. Who do you think's more unlikely to be drafted after this range. I feel like someone might actually be more likely to take Hooper. I don't know, though. Who would I get if I didn't get Hooper? It's kind of ugly. Probably just go Gates, to be honest. No, I'd take Ebron. It's worth the risk at that point. So I'll wait. Because I could take one of those two. I don't think he's going to be taken, though. Alright. I like it. Let's look at the team. I haven't really drafted a team like this. These are some players that I haven't been drafting that much, but also I do mostly 12 team. I do mostly PPR, but let's look at it. So Mariota, we've got McCoy and Ajayi. Love that. Doug Baldwin, Brandon Cooks. Very nice. Tight end, we're still waiting on that one. Mark Ingram, I really like. Think he's super undervalued right now. Larry Fitz, Danny Woodhead, Tyreek Hill, Tevin Coleman, Rawls, Jonathan Williams, Galladay. I like it. We also need to think about who we take in, Ebron or Hooper. I feel like you just have to take Ebron. I love the upside of Hooper, though. What's this say? I always like looking at these things. Yeah, he's scoring exponentially. I know, because he's a monster. But it's just like Ebron's always hurt. And he had, what, 1 touchdown last year? And I get that that was probably a factor of Bolden. But some guys just aren't that good in the red zone. And the Falcons have utilized their tight end in the red zone. And they're a good offense. And he's the only guy there now. So why not take a shot? Like, that's my thinking, right? Why not? It's not the smart play, but I don't care. I'm taking the guy I like. Sometimes you just got to do that in fantasy. Just take the guy you like. I don't remember exactly how the team would have turned out if we'd taken Michael Thomas. But it would have been something like Mariota still, McCoy, Crowell. Would I have still gotten Doug? Yes. When did we take Doug? No, it would have been different. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly. It would have been McCoy, Crowell, Michael Thomas, Cooks, which I think I like more. Oh, I'm sorry, people. Defense kicker. Who are some defenses I like? Eagles are good, but they open rough. Patriots, I guess. I typically just take the Falcons, though. I know the Giants play. Oh. Did I get it in? Oh, I guess I got old man Vinatieri. Actually, we can just keep that on. I don't care. We'll keep on auto pick. Oh, it kind of dims this. Whatever. Keep it on auto pick, but oh my god. Can I zoom? I guess I can't zoom to show you guys the team, but you've already went through it. You guys know who I got. I really like the bench. I know I took upside shots in Galladay and Williams, but I like having Woodhead, Coleman, Rawls. I think I can plug and play those guys in case of injury or bye week. And I really like Larry Fitz and Tyreek. And I think that in standard, you just don't need wide receivers. So, like it. I like the team. I would have preferred Cousins, then taken Rawls. I think that's what I would do next time if Cousins is close. But I like it. I like the team. So that's the end of this video. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, how about we hit that like button? If you're new, subscribe to the channel. We get 7 videos a week. And make sure to download the updated premium rankings if you're a premium member to the website. And if you're not a premium member of the website, just download the basic rankings. They're free. So go on there, check those out. We got the Falcons defense. That rounds it out. But that's the end of this one. And thanks for watching.